All right, a very good evening, everybody. I hope everyone here, everyone who is attending today's third live streaming session is having a great day. I mean, the day has finished, right? In terms of the stock market, the Indian share market has closed, has concluded for today, right? So there has been quite a lot of events that have taken place, a lot of things that have shifted. By the way, we have given you today two trading strategies, right? Two hot stocks that have been profitable, have been making money. For the first hot stock, for people who have entered, have already made today almost 5%, if not less. I mean, that has been one of the best days, correct? I mean, when people are making money, it's all about being happy, correct? So before I begin, remember we won't be giving an additional 5 minutes for tea, water, coffee. Everything has to be prepared, right? You guys have to make sure that based on the time you have to arrive, right? Be 5 minutes, like, you should always, there is a saying in the army that discipline matters the most, or discipline makes the man, correct? So make sure that you are at least 5 minutes, if not more, so that you can prepare yourself, you can get your pen, paper, water, coffee, whatever is required to keep quick. Because once I start talking, once this particular live streaming session is running, it is going to continue, right? So please make sure everything is sorted out. And let me give a quick introduction. I can see Sophia's in the house. Sophia is mentioning that she is here and your skills are really impressive. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much. Your kind words, your words encourage me to, keep giving you better content, keep giving you better trading opportunities, correct? Both of the stock recommendations have resulted in profit. That is correct, Sophia. The two hot stocks that we have given today have been profitable, right? One has almost hit 5%, if not less, and the other one is on its way, right? So both of them have been profitable. Imagine, like, we provided today two trading strategies and both of them are making money. How can it not be wonderful? All right. So before getting started, I hope everyone can see me. This is Harsh. I have been having 8 years of experience trading the financial markets. All right. So I am mainly trading forex, different forex pairs, as well as I trade commodities such as oil, gold, platinum, palladium, as well as the US based indices such as the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, Dow Jones, etc. We are also currently dealing with the Indian share market, right? The Indian share market in terms of the indices as well as the individual stocks, correct? So I am more of a technical trader myself. I specialize in technical analysis, all right, which comprises of supply, demand, price action, order flow, change of character, different set of technical indicators if required. So the list goes on and on. There is a lot when we talk about technical trading. Please be aware that this current session, once the market is closed, we will give you a gist about what the market has done throughout the day, how the market has ended, which sectors have performed well, which sectors have not performed that well, and the overall picture. But please bear in mind, this particular live streaming session is based mainly to provide you with education, with technical trading analysis and strategies, correct? So I hope everyone is having a good time. I'm very happy for Sophia. Sophia has taken both the trades and has been making money. So that is great, Sophia. Be like Sophia. Everyone should be like Sophia. All right. Now here at Dolphin Markets, we are doing our best. I hope you all can even check it for yourselves. For people who have been consistently being attentive and attending our live streaming sessions, we have been making sure to do our best to provide you with all sorts of analysis. We are here providing you with trading strategies, aka hot stocks, right? Trade ideas, stock ideas that can make you money. We are also providing with technical education, right? Education pertaining to the technical analysis, right? Of the financial market. So when you're getting a trifactor bonanza, right? A trifactor bonus why wouldn't you be a part of such a vibrant and like-minded and customer centric, right? Here at Dolphin Markets, we are doing our best to make sure that we can provide you with the best services possible. So please make sure to be a part of this community. All right, so quickly, let's start with what the markets are showing, how the markets have ended, so on and so forth. All right, as you can see, based on the graph, you can see the prices have turned bearish. Remember, there have been a couple of people who have been asking for trade recommendations. Uh, People, please understand. In terms of the Indian share market, the share market has concluded for today. The share market has closed, all right? So when once the share market closes, how can you trade, correct? But don't worry, we have something else that we're going to cover up, all right, later during this current session, which is going to be about how you can maximize your profitability into different categories of financial trading. We will delve more into it, but let's first conclude and have a gist about what has happened during the market, how the market has closed, and the several other factors. All right, as you can see on the charts, the prices have been neutral today, right? Because yes, there is bearish sentiment in the market, but today's candle has been neutral, not bullish sentiment nor bearish sentiment. I hope people are able to understand, right? Let's have a quick read out of what the market closure articles have been. All right, so let me give me a minute. Remember, guys and girls, I mean, our main motive over here is to, provide you with analysis is secondary, talking about the research, about what is happening in the markets. But our main focus is always focus on this particular sheet that we mention every time, because this is the entire crux. This is the reason we want you people to understand, analyze that yes, we are providing. We want you to be a part of our hot stock. We want you to make sure that you are taking this opportunity to make money. Remember, for people who have been consistent with us, such as Sophia, we have been taking trades and we are currently sitting at a 97 booked profitability. All right, when the term booked is used, there are no trades running. I mean, there are trades running which are above 97. So currently, with all the trades closed, we are sitting at a 97 percentile. So please understand the intensity, the power that we are providing to you beautiful people. All right, let's get back to trading you to understand the closing remarks. All right, in a minute, let me just copy paste it. I hope everyone is having a good day. I know it is the third session of today, and there might be people who might feel a little drowsy or a little sleepy. Come on here. When you're with Harsh, you cannot feel drowsy. When I get so much of energy, when I get so much of enthusiasm, there is no way that people can fall asleep, right? All right. So Sophia writes, indeed, you're really impressive. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for your kind words. I'm just here trying to do my best to make sure that I can provide you with the best services possible. All right. Now, quickly, as you can see, let me just paste and we'll have a quick read out as to what the closure remarks have been. All right. So the benchmark indices and index have ended today's trading session on a flat note. As mentioned earlier, as you can see, the candle itself, the candle has been neutral, nor bullish sentiment, nor bearish sentiment, correct? It's right somewhere in the middle. So it is having a neutral sentiment, correct? So the BSE also ended at a mere 0.02%. So I mean, look at the percentage itself, 0.02, almost close to zero, correct? Similarly, the Nifty also ended lower at 0.15. 26 out of the 50 constituent companies of the Nifty 50 have ended in green. Please understand. Now you see 25 marks the mid level, right? If you're considering 50 companies, the midpoint of 50 is 25, correct? So just slightly excessive of one company, 26. 26 out of 50 companies have closed in green. That is the reason there has not been too much of bearish sentiment. The majority of the companies, right? Anything above the midpoint, right? So the midpoint is 25. for a number of 50. So that is why 26 is considered to be a majority. So the majority of the companies on the Nifty have closed in green. That indicates that there is, the bearish sentiment that has been ongoing for so long has today concluded by having some bullish sentiment in the market. So some of the best companies who have spearheaded today in terms of pushing the markets, at least if not pushing the markets, but in maintaining or stabilizing the markets, have been Ultratech, Shriram Finance, Grasim, Titan, Mahindra and Mahindra. And then there are certain companies who have not performed that well. We are talking about Hindustan Liver, right? I had shown you the example of what they were. How it was almost at the deficit of 7%. Sophia asks, what are you planning to talk about tonight? There is something special for all you beautiful people, and it's going to be interesting, right? And it's going to blow your mind away, all right? So make sure you stay tuned and keep watching our live stream session, all right? Similarly, as you can read, the Nifty mid cap and the Nifty small cap have also ended down by 0.33 and 0.2% respectively, and so on and so forth. Remember, this is just an article, just some of the closing remarks that once the market has closed, right? A quick look at how the sentiment is for, in terms of, what is the sentiment. People are still slightly having more of a bearish outlook. We have Lee in the house. Hello, Mr. Lee. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good time, and I'm happy that you have joined with us for our live stream session. All right. So based on the overall market sentiment, there is still bearish sentiment at 55%, with still a significant portion of people being neutral, neither long, neither bullish sentiment, neither bearish sentiment. Correct. So it's fine. People are neutral. Remember, I said so many companies, more than 425 companies laying out their financial quarterly reports, right? And at the same time, with the geopolitical uncertainty going around, and with the FIIs, the foreign institution investors, sucking out money, sucking out their capital, and either investing in gold or in other economies that are currently stable, there has been bullish sentiment. I hope people are understanding, right? The overall sentiment. Remember, we use Nifty as a reference, and then we can replicate it on Sensex and the other indices if you are interested in. So current sentiment for Bank Nifty is neutral. The Nifty IT sector is neutral, but for the Nifty 50, it is still having bearish outlook, right? Because 55% bearish compared to 37% neutral and 8% bullish. All right. I hope people are understanding. Let's quickly have a look at what the FIIs have been doing, at least for the last 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still, there is still being an outflow of funds, outflow of liquidity from the economy, right? The FIIs, the foreign institution investors, are pulling out the funds, and the domestic institutional investors are getting the opportunity to fill in the void, to fill in the gap that the FIIs are creating. So there has been a deficit of 5,684 crores, but at the same time, there has been an influx, an addition of 6,000 crores, right? So if the foreign investors are taking out funds, the domestic investors are pumping in the funds, all right? So this has been a clear and a simple conclusion for what has happened in today's market conditions, all right? Now, Sophia, as we were asking, what are you planning to talk about tonight? All right, Sophia, so what we are planning to talk about is, I hope everyone, because we are talking about the Indian share market and the individual Indian stocks. So a lot of people are like, yes, we are aware about the Indian share market. We know, the structure. We are aware about it, because we have heard about it. Our friends maybe are trading, or we are interested to get, because that is the only thing we know. But there are still a lot of limitations when it comes to the Indian share market, right? In terms of, there is a rule that, as far as I'm aware about, that in the Indian share market, you can only go long. I want to emphasize on that. If you can only go long, I hope everyone is clear and understands what do you mean by long, all right? Lee, again, with his skills, with his emoticons, with his red head emojis. I'm still trying to understand, but nonetheless. So we are, let me write it down. We are only allowed to go long. Remember, when you're buying stocks, you're buying a part of a company. So you are allowed only to buy the stock. You are only allowed to buy the share. You cannot sell the share. If you don't have a share, how can you sell it? Correct? So you are allowed only to go long. All right. At the same time, when it comes to a very important term which is called as margin, or sometimes people use the term as leverage. So the leverage that is allowed in the Indian share market, right, by the brokers which are providing you. And remember, because the rules are still very complex and intricate, we are talking on leverage on intraday, all right, intraday trades. Remember, trades that are taken during the day. Once the market opens and before the market closes, if you have taken a trade, you have to square off or you have to close that particular trade. Those trades are called as intraday trades. I hope people are understanding. Leverage on intraday trades. All right. On intraday trades, as per what I recollect, the margin is just 1 is to 5. I hope people are understanding this. Leverage means how much extra money is the broker providing me to take a position, right? So leverage on intraday trades that are taken during the day, during the market hours, all right, during the Indian share market hours. So the leverage on intraday trades is 1 is to 5. And if you are holding a trade, for example, if it goes to the next day, the leverage becomes only 1 is to 1. So leverage on interday, right? I hope people are getting the difference. Intra means within the day, and inter means, majority of days, like more number of days. So let me type it out. Leverage on interday. Please understand, intra is during the day. Inter is, combination of days. Is nothing. You have 0, so it's only 1 is to 1. Or just let's keep it as 0. So what I'm trying to say is, for the amount of money that you put in a stock, you don't get much leverage. And if you do get leverage, it is only for that day. Now whether the market will hit target during the day or not, it's subjective. We do not know where the markets are going to go or where the markets are going to close, correct? So that is the reason. These are some of the limitations, all right? Some of the limitations. I hope people are understanding limitations of share market. Yes, Mr. Lee, hello, how are you doing? Limitations of share market, right? These limitations are just to make you aware of the certain, boundaries that you're going to face in terms of you're only allowed to go long, you're only allowed to buy, then the timings, right? Just let me mark it with certain arrows. All right, 1 second. One second. Yeah, so we are only allowed to go long. Leverages for the intraday. Intraday is 1 is to 5. Leverage on interday, like you can hold on for a couple of days, then it becomes 0. And the timings, right? Because the markets have specific timings. So let me type it as market timings. I hope people can see my screen, correct? So the market timings, right? It starts at around 9:15, I suppose. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 9:15 a.m., right? To almost 3:30 p.m., right? This is Indian Standard Time. So as you can see, we are allowed only to go in one direction. If the prices are going in the upward direction, we are allowed to go. 1 second. Okay, let me just draw it. 1 second. I hope people are understanding, right? Once prices are going in the above direction, we are allowed, right? But for some reason, if prices are going down, we are not allowed to take a trade, all right? Or the broker will not allow you to take a trade. So you can only go long leverage on intraday. During that particular day, we get a leverage of 1 is to 5. And if you're trying to hold it to the next day, you cannot. You don't get any leverage, right? And the market times, like you cannot trade once the market closes. We are talking about the Indian share market. We are not talking about Indian futures and Indian options, please, right? We are just talking about the Indian share market over here. So these are some of the limitations that the share market possesses. All right. I hope people are understanding. If you are understanding, put a thumbs up down. Put a thumbs up into the comments box. All right. But this is the time when you have to understand that. All right, Harsh. But we are aware that the Indian share market has these constrictions. These limitations. So what would you suggest to us? And that is where I guess Sophia was wanting to know about, like, what are you going to talk about. So we are trying to talk to you about none other than forex. All right, forex, Forex. I've already talked about it last time, but nonetheless I will again repeat it. The forex stands for foreign exchange. I hope people are understanding. Foreign exchange are basically different currency pairs across the globe. People living in Japan use the Japanese yen. People living in America use the dollar, the US dollar. People living in London, in UK use the British pound. People living in India use the Indian rupee. People living in Dubai use the UAE dirham. So there are so many currencies. Every country has its currency, and there are so many uh, currencies. But we always make sure that we are focusing on the main. There are basically eight. All right, eight pairs. The dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, the Swiss franc, the which other pair? The pound and the yen, right? So we almost are hitting at 7 to 8 main pairs, which are which control the entire world's economy in terms of its weightage. So as I discussed to you about the limitations, right, of the stock market, I want to talk to you about the benefits of the forex market, right? We will talk more about what the forex markets are, what it is, how are things benefiting, so on and so forth. Remember, as per the current times, with a lot of geopolitical unrest going all across the world, and with economies being skeptical in terms of their how are people performing. So there is a strong scope for the forex market. He is writing gold rises every day. Should I buy? That is what we are going to talk about. Remember, we are not just talking about forex, but we're going to talk even about gold, all right? Commodities, and that too, especially we are going to talk about gold, all right? So don't worry, Mr. Lee, we are here. Don't worry. When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear, right? So the reason we are focusing on this topic, and it is very crucial for you to understand that certain things, we might even talk about this a little later, but the reason for how Mr. Lee is asking about gold, why are people not looking at gold, or why are we not looking at gold? That is the reason I'm coming on to right now. We will be looking at gold, and that is exactly our motive. Because look at the stock market for now, as of now, since almost 27th of September, it's been almost a month where the prices are falling down. So there is a lot of uncertainty. I hope people understand uncertainty, right? So when there is a lot of uncertainty in the markets, people are skeptical. People don't know what. People are like, we do not, we are sad, we are anxious, we do not know what is happening. And that is the reason when you look at gold, like how Mr. Lee is has informed about us, right? So when we look at gold, and the gold is denoted by XAU USD, all right? So when you look at gold, I mean, gold has been bullish, right? Look at gold. And in terms of when you're looking at a pair like Nifty, the index, right? Currently the index is not performing well, so uncertainty, anxiousness, people are skeptical. But this is not the right time to enter. When we also talk about, the markets, then people do come back to us asking about, but why are we looking at the share market? Isn't the share market not doing well? I agree. I mean, the economy is currently having a bearish sentiment, correct? I had shared you the picture, right? The entire statistics of how the market is behaving today. So there is still 55% bearish sentiment, right? The FIIs are pulling out the funds, the DIIs are injecting funds into the economy, but still overall sentiment is still bearish, right? There is uncertainty. I hope people can see this, right? So there is like we don't know what the market is going to do. That is the reason we want to focus on gold. Remember, gold is doing so well in terms of its performance, in terms of being a safe haven, right? I hope people are able to understand what a safe haven is. I hope so. So when prices are going up, right? I mean, why is the price of gold going up in the first place? The prices of gold are going up in the first place because the big banks, the big institutions are taking out the funds, are taking out the liquidity from the share markets, and they are putting it into commodities such as gold. Gold, like I've always mentioned to you, gold is a safe haven, right? What is a safe haven? Safe haven are those products where people rush to in times of uncertainty, right? If there is war, if there is political unrest, if there is any sort of commotion in terms of things are not quite up to the mark, where or things are not in the way that we people have expected to be. That is the time when people invest in gold. People trade gold. Look at the value of gold. At the time in the 1800s, price was almost at around 100, $150. Right now, price is sitting at 2780. The more I zoom out, the bigger the picture of price going up, correct? So what I'm trying to say is economies also rely heavily on gold. The dollar is also pegged to the gold. So everything has a connection. Gold is like our parents also used to tell, like, put money, take out money, but put it in gold or convert it to gold so that the value will appreciate over time. You will have, a peace of mind that yes, just keeping gold also will the prices appreciate, right? So we are going to, talk about gold. And remember, if you're talking about gold, gold and forex, they go kind of hand in hand, forex and gold, all right? But before we delve into that, it's important for me to make you aware of some of the benefits. I want to contradict it with the Indian share market, right? In terms of the Indian share market, if you can see, I told you that it has a limitation of the timings. It has limitation in terms of the leverage that you get to trade intraday and inter trade. All right, but in forex and gold, remember the markets. Let me give you some points which are very important. Right, the markets are open 24 by 5. All right, I hope people understand what does this mean. The markets are open 24 by 5, unlike the stock market, which has a time at which it opens and a time at which it closes. The forex markets, the gold markets are open 24 hours, 5 days a week, 5 working days, correct? I hope people are able to understand. People are able to get a clear gist about what I'm trying to say, because if you're only getting from, for example, from 9:30 to 3:30, so in a span of 6 hours, right? In a span of 6 hours, you can only trade for 6 hours. But when you look at the forex markets, correct? When the forex market, the forex and the commodities, and especially gold, the markets are open 24 by 7. You can trade in the morning, you can trade in the evening, you can trade in the afternoon, you can trade at night, you can trade at midnight. There is no time limitation, correct? So the markets are open 24 by 5, 5 days a week. It is not open on Saturdays and Sundays. Weekends are closed. But still, during the weekdays, the markets are open 24 by 5. I hope people are able to understand. And which point is next? Yes, in terms of leverage. Now people would be like, okay, that is interesting, but what about leverage? So people are talking about how much leverage do would I be getting on such a trade? In terms of leverage, you get a leverage of minimum. Imagine, I mean, let's try to guess. Are there any guesses? Do you have any guesses? What could be the leverage? If you know what is the average leverage a broker provides in the forex and the gold markets, do comment down. So the leverage that is provided is minimum, yeah, on an average is what I'm writing, is 1 is to 100, right? I'm like, if you compare it with the Indian share market, if you are trading only during the day, during one particular day, you get a leverage of 1 is to 5. Over here, you get a leverage of easily. This is the average leverage that we're talking about, right? Some companies give even leverages of 1 is to 1000. Like, so look at the power. Like with an account of $100, if you multiply it by 100, so that is the power, the purchasing power that you are capable of. And unlike the stock market, unlike the share market, in which you can only go long, you can only buy. In the forex and the gold markets, you can go both long and short. All right, people, this is of vital importance, right? Sophia is writing the fluctuations in gold prices are huge. It is exciting. That is correct. It's huge, and the best part is the leverage 1 is to 100. Like, so 100 times your capital is what the purchasing power is given to you by the broker. As well as you can take both long as well as short. When you can make money going up and when you can make money going down. Remember, unlike the share market, when you buy and prices has to go above, right? Prices have to appreciate in order for you to make money. But in the forex and the commodity, the gold markets, once prices are even falling down, you are allowed to short, you are allowed to sell even without having to go long before. People are like, but how can I sell something that I don't have? You don't have to worry about that. The easiest thing to remember, or the most important thing to remember, is you can take whichever side, whether the market is going up or down. You can make money both ways. I'm like, you can make money when prices are going up, and you can make money when prices are going down. I'm like, that is, insane. I mean, that is very, very, very important to understand. Look at the significance that the forex markets are holding. Isn't that insane? When you can take a trade when the prices are going up, and you can also trade when the prices are going down, right? I hope, Sophia, that that is also a very important point to keep in mind. The market is open 24 hours, 5 days a week. A minimum leverage of 1 is to 100 is provided by majority of the brokers. You are allowed to take both long and short. I'm like, you are getting the best of both worlds. I'm like, how can you miss this particular opportunity, right? And that is exactly where we at Dolphin Markets are also going to provide you exactly the same service. Remember, during the days, we are providing you with all the best trading opportunities, aka hot stock. We want you to test our capabilities. But during the evenings, during the night session, we can make money in the gold markets too. We can make money in the forex markets too, right? So I hope people are understanding, right? Yes, the fluctuations are insane, right? Are massive in the gold market. Unlike the gold market, like we were talking about the forex market, right? So forex markets are, let me give you a clear simple example of the euro dollar, right? We had already mentioned about this in our last week's trading session, right? Training session, which had talked about, all right, how the euro is considered to the dollar. How, remember, unlike a stock, right? Let me just reiterate. We can just consider a stock such as uh, Reliance, all right? Let us just consider Reliance. So Reliance is a stock, correct? Now this stock or share, you buy, so you're buying a part of Reliance. So now you are a part of their company because you have invested in them. You can only go long Then you have limitations in terms of time. So there are many constrictions that come into stocks. Remember, stocks only consist of a single company, right? Or if you're looking at an index like the Nifty and the Sensex, so it is an index. But when you talk about forex, right? Forex will consist always of two currencies against each other, right? The first currency is called as the quote currency, the base currency, while the second is called as the reference currency. And these are the major seven pairs, right? Five, six, seven, seven major pairs. The US dollar, the euro, the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, and the Swiss franc. These seven pairs are are considered to be the biggest players in the forex markets, right? With the euro yielding, right? With the dollar yielding, the dollar is always at number one, followed by the euro, and so on and so forth. So I hope you are able to understand. And as now, people would be asking, many of you would be having this question in your mind: why are there two pairs? Remember, if you're buying a currency, it's like the pair, the forex market works in this particular fashion. When you buy the euro, you are indirectly or inversely selling the dollar. All right. I hope people are able to understand this point. It is very important to understand it. It's like, since you are allowed to go long and short, right? The reason for the power of you can go long and you can go short is because they are intertwined, or they are connected. So if you are going long on euro, you are opposite the dollar, you are selling the dollar. Not that you have to buy the euro and sell the dollar separately, but if you're looking at the chart, for example, right? I hope everyone can see the chart. So the chart is going down, correct? I hope prices are on your screens, correct? Since the price is falling down, what does that indicate? That indicates that the euro is going down, but that also indicates that the dollar is appreciating. I hope I'm trying to connect the dots over here to make you understand. Prices are falling down, that indicates that the value of euro. So currently, at one point in time, the value of euro was sitting at, for 1 euro, it was 1.11761 US dollars, right? So I hope you're able to understand. 1 euro was 1.11. You can see the price mentioned on the orange color line, right? But as of now, $1, 1 euro is 1.0780. So I hope you are able to understand. Since the value of euro is falling, but inversely the value of dollar is appreciating. It's always like a seesaw, and that is what I've mentioned or illustrated to you, right? I hope people remember this. One if one I hope everyone is aware, right, what a seesaw is. If one person goes up, the other person automatically goes down. If this person like is swinging, this person will automatically go down. So I hope you understand what it is called as a seesaw. I hope people are aware. I mean, I used to do a lot of seesawing when I was small, right? I'm sure many of you would be doing it too, right? It's called as a seesaw effect. If one price is going up, if for example, if the euro price is appreciating, the dollar price will inversely depreciate. If the dollar price is appreciating, the euro price will automatically, for example, at this particular scenario, we had talked about this, right? Since prices are falling down, the euro is getting weaker and the dollar is getting stronger. But if you looked at somewhere at this market context where the prices are going up, at that time the euro was going up and the dollar was falling, right? So the euro was appreciating in value and the dollar was reducing in value. I hope people are able to understand. All right. Now coming back to what we were talking about. So the forex pairs, even the gold pairs, like a lot of interest is shown based on gold, correct? Let us type gold, XAU Now a lot of you people would be telling like, Harsh, but what is XAU? XAU is, I guess, the chemical composition of gold. All right, XAU. But please bear in mind, this is not just gold. This is the gold against the dollar, right? So it is XAU slash USD. I hope people can see this, right? It is XAU USD, and that is the reason. If it was only mentioned as XAU, for example, you could not short this particular product. I hope you are able to understand, because there are two products which are connected to each other. That gives you the power to go long and short. If the product only had XAU, only gold for that matter, you could not go short, right? How can you sell something that you don't have? But for the product which mentions XAU against the dollar, I hope everyone can see on the top left hand side, right, where the arrow, where I'm pointing my arrow, it's gold spot against the US dollar, right? And that is the reason on gold also, when prices are going up, you can make money, and when prices are going down also, you can make money. I hope now you understand. Unlike the share market, when prices are going up, you make money. But when prices are going down, you cannot sell, right? Because you cannot sell something that you do not have. But for such products like the forex market and the commodities market, especially gold, right? You can buy and you can sell. So that is a very phenomenal aspect, right, of trading, including the leverage, right? When you are getting a leverage of 1 is to 5 in the share market, but you're getting an average leverage of 1 is to 100 for every $1, because remember in forex, it's we are going to talk about dollars. For every $1 you have a capacity or purchasing power of $100. That is what you mean by 1 is to 100. For every $1 you have the purchasing power to buy $100. Unlike the share market, if you had, for example, $1, you could only have the purchasing power for $5, right? And that too within that same day. You cannot use it for the next day and the next day or so on. But in forex, you have no limitations. You can keep using it. You can have this leverage as long as required. There is no cutoff on any sort of leverage. The timings are beautiful. You can trade in the mornings, you can trade in the evenings, whatsoever. Here at Dolphin Markets, we are trying to make you aware about this. During the market hours, during the morning time, we are trying to provide you with trading opportunities, hot stocks, right? Trading opportunities that can make you money during once the share market is operational, once the share market is running. But once the share market closes, does that mean that you cannot make more money? Not at all. You can make much more money. You can look at the forex markets, you can look at the gold markets, and then you can look for opportunities and make money in those two, right? If we are able to generate a considerable amount of profitability, I hope everyone is aware. If not aware, I need to show you quickly the percentage. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? If you are able to generate a 97% profitability in 1 month just based on the Indian share market, understand the potential it brings. If you are going to look at the forex as well as the gold market, the profitability is going to get more bigger, right? You will be making much more products to trade, more opportunities to look forward to, right? So that is the reason we talk about gold and forex. Very important to keep in mind that these pairs are also the future, not just the future. People are, understanding that yes, share market requires a lot of capital also, correct? Unlike the forex and share and the gold markets where you get leverage 1 is to 100, as I mentioned over here. But when you look at the share market, it's only 1 is to 5. So when such a scenario takes place, you do not have much purchasing power. The shares are expensive. Let us look at the shares such as Reliance, for example. You see, the price currently is trading at 2,679. I hope people can see my screen. So for every one share, you have to pay 2,679, because, and if you are what do you call? If you are intraday trading, if you are trading during the day, then you get 5 times the purchasing power. But again, that has to be closed during that trading session. So there are a lot of drawbacks, disadvantages. disadvantages, correct? First I had mentioned was the timing, right? Because the markets are open only for a limited amount of time. Second, less leverage, right? Less, or I would say no leverage. Plus, only longs allowed, right? So this is the reason, we are starting to focus and even emphasize that yes, we are providing you with trading opportunities for the Indian share market, but we want to make you much more aware of the possibility that the gold market holds, correct? The gold and the forex markets. Since the disadvantages of the Indian share market are timing, less to no margin or leverage, and only longs allowed. I mean, then look at the exact opposite that we have on the forex markets, correct? What are the advantages of the forex markets? We have timing, right? 24 by 7. So good timings, correct? And in bracket, I'm going to write 24 by 5. I hope people understand what you mean by 24 by 5. 24 hours and then entire. The market is open 24 hours every day for 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, the market is closed, right? Good timing. You can trade whenever you want to. Second, you have good leverage, right? Minimum of almost 1 is to 100. And third, we have, you can go longs and shorts, right? I mean, like getting the best of everything. So, it is high time for all you beautiful people to understand that, yes, I guess there is strong potential in the forex and the gold markets too. We just call it as forex and CFDs. Remember, I had mentioned it to you long time back also, and it is quite important to forex and CFDs, right? CFDs are basically certificate for difference, and certificate of differences are basically how to explain it in a very simple manner. The products that are derived from other financial products and are provided to you beautiful people at a cheaper price. That is what CFD stand for, right? For people who are asking what is it, it is a certificate for difference. I hope people are understanding. And this certificate of difference includes gold, silver, and so on and so forth, right? We are mainly pertaining to understand what forex is, what gold is, how can you go long and short. Remember, there are so many points to discuss, and how, because they are connected to each other, right? So it's a seesaw effect. If the euro is going up in this particular example, the gold is going down. Dollar is going down. If dollar is going up, then inversely euro will go down, right? And similarly, as we had looked on gold, it's similar. Remember, very important focus, the prices are connected. So the gold is compared to the dollar, right? And that is the reason why when we can go long and short, because there are two products. If you had only one product like a stock, you cannot short it, correct? Unless and until you're intraday trading in futures and options, that is a completely different topic. Right now we are just focusing on making you aware of the differences that the forex market and the gold markets hold compared to the Indian share market, right? Very important to keep in mind, because if you're getting more advantages in the forex and the gold markets, it's high time to think that yes, I think now, since we get better timing, we have more leverage, we can make more money, right? With little amount of money, because of leverage, you are able to purchase bigger amount of using that small money as capital. For example, let me give you a clear example. For example, let us talk about $100. If $100 is your, this is just an example to to make you understand, is your capital, right? Now with a leverage of 1 is to 100, how much does that become? If you multiply 100 into 100, it becomes 10,000, correct? One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So just with a power of $100, your leverage of 1:100, magnifies your purchasing power to 10,000. So imagine the power that it has. With 10,000, you can take bigger trades, you can make more profits, right? At the same time, you are allowed to go long and short. So the meaning of leverage is this, where even though you invested or you have put in $100 as trading capital, with the amount of leverage that the broker provides, you get to handle equivalent of $10,000. For this example, if you're having 1,000, it becomes 100,000. If it is 100,000, becomes 1 million. I hope you're able to understand. It's huge, right? The potential for these markets are huge, and no restrictions whatsoever. You can put in as less as maybe $10 to as much as $10 million. There is no boundary when it comes to the forex market. Let me just keep it simple. The forex markets, correct? The markets of forex even include gold. So I want to stop using the term forex and gold. Gold itself, directly or indirectly, is a part of forex, correct? And if people remember, when it comes to the market size, how big the market is in terms of, I'd given earlier a very clear example. If this is the if this is the share market, right? If this is the share market, English share market, US share market, just a depiction to make you aware. If this is a share market, the forex market is very huge, right? The forex market is almost this huge in terms of its market capitalization, its valuation. Like, it's very huge. This is going to be, if this is the share market, this is the forex markets. I hope people are able to understand. Look at the size, the sheer size. Exactly, Sophia. You will be benefited greatly because you're getting more leverage, you're getting more power based on the other products like the share market is providing. So it is highly, highly, highly advisable to all of you to think about it and be aware that yes, we know little bit about the Indian share market, but we should think more about the forex market. We should think more about how we can trade gold and how we can take longs and shorts. And because we have no time limit, right, we can trade 24 by 5. We can trade for 24 hours in the 5 days that are given to us: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It is the best option, I think, right? Going long, short, they're getting good benefits from brokers. We ourselves are a broker. Remember that. We are providing you with our trading strategies in the morning to make you aware that yes, we are proving ourselves in terms of trading strategy. But in the evenings, we will talk more about Forex, how the Forex market works, how we can capitalize on Forex trading opportunities as well. So I hope this has given you a clear, and it has opened the doors to curiosity in terms of understanding. Yes, we didn't know about how the forex market is. Look at the comparison in terms of size. When the share market is so small, the forex market is so huge, right? Because the share market is confined to a country, whereas the forex market is confined to the entire world. So that is how this size is being depicted, right? We talked about forex. We talked about the benefits of how the forex markets holds compared to the share market in terms of timing, in terms of leverage, in terms of the we can only go in one particular direction in the share market. But how inversely in forex markets, we have no problem of time. We can go long and short, and we can get good leverage, right? So when such things are provided, and this should open your mind and be you should be mind blown to understand, yes, wow, this is something I guess I'm more interested in. More than the Indian share market, I'm interested more in the forex markets. And that is exactly what we are trying to make you aware. We are providing you with the education, we are providing you with the research of what the markets are, how the markets perform. And then as and how time progresses, then we will talk more about what trading strategies do we use. If we are providing you hot stocks in the Indian share market, we will provide you hot stocks on forex and gold markets too. Do not worry, you will get more trading opportunities. Quickly, let me conclude and make it very clear to you. Just by trading the Indian share market, if we are able to make you around 97 profitability based on the people who have taken trades all the way from the first trade idea that we have shared back in September, right? 18th of September. If you have been following us, then we are currently sitting at a 97 profitability. Today, two trades were shared. All right, two trades were shared, two hot stocks were shared, and both of them are profitable. So please understand the power that we are providing you. And if this is possible in the Indian share market, it can be replicated on the forex markets too, including gold. So please make sure that you understand the power that we are trying to bring across, not just in terms of research, but in terms of providing you hot stocks as well as trading education too, right? So I hope everyone had a good time. Remember, we have this live trading session all the way from Monday till Friday, 3 times each day, correct? We have it during the morning when the market is opened. We have it during afternoon when the market is almost 1 hour about to close, and then we have the third session, which you can see right now, which happens once the market is closed, and then we try to focus more on the trading technology, the terminologies, right? We provide you with education regarding technical analysis, and we also delve into informing you beautiful people more about forex, informing you more about gold, how you can monetize, trading the forex market, how you can make profits. If you're making 97% in the share market, you will make much more in the forex markets. All right, so I hope this gives you a clear understanding and has opened your mind, right? It has made you think about, yes, the possibility of making more money in the forex market, right? I know everyone is tired and it's high time because today is Thursday, right? Tomorrow is Friday. So people are anticipating for the weekend. I know everyone is happy. Sophia is very happy because Sophia has taken the trade ideas that we have given today. Two trade ideas, right? I hope people can see the screen and let me show you quickly. So the trade ideas that we had shared today were these two, right? We had Evantel and Dave Classic, right? These two trades are profitable. Sophia has been very happy because she has taken the decision to take trades and has made money, right? And please, like Sophia, everyone, please be a part of this live streaming sessions. We are here to provide the services for you. We are trying our best to show you our potential, to show you the power that we bring to the table. All right. I hope people have learned something. I hope people have gathered some kind of information. Yes, it might be a little, hard to digest, but yes, imagine, when we are sharing you with this information, all we are trying to do is make you aware that yes, there are markets which are much more bigger than the Indian share market, right? The forex market is the king of the financial markets. So please, I hope you had a good time. I hope I was able to provide you with some good and vital information. And I will see you in the next session, all right, which is happening tomorrow. Remember, the markets are still bearish right now, having a neutral sentiment in the Indian share market. So tomorrow there are so many topics to discuss. Let's see how the market progresses, and I will keep you posted if any trading opportunity arises. All right. So I hope you all have a great evening. Spend good time with your family, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, your children, grandchildren. Make it a memorable night. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Until then, take care. Bye.